Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all for the course Concrete Technology. Today we'll be seeing about special concrete. Special concrete are concrete which are different in composition, making process than the conventional concrete. First one is lightweight concrete. Lightweight concrete is a concrete whose density varies from 300 to 1850 km per meter. This type of concrete mainly used to reduce the dead weight of the concrete. It will carry same load as that of the normal concrete. Generally, the lightweight concrete can be produced by either using the lightweight aggregate or introducing air bubbles or omitting fines in the concrete. There are three types of lightweight concrete. First one is lightweight aggregate concrete. Second one, aerator or foamed concrete. Third one is no fine lightweight concrete. Lightweight aggregate concrete. In this concrete, the usual aggregates are replaced by the lightweight aggregates. There are plenty of lightweight aggregates are available. Naturally available lightweight aggregates are pumice, diatomic, sawdust, rice husk, whereas artificially available lightweight aggregates are artificial clinker, foamed slag, blast, syndicated fly ash, and expanded permite. Then the next one is aerated or cellular or foamed concrete. This concrete is made by introducing air or gas into the mortar so that when it mixes and hardens, a uniform cellular structure is formed inside. Due to the uniform cellular structure inside the concrete, the overall weight of the concrete became reduced. Generally, aluminum powder, zinc are used to introduce gas in the concrete. The next one is no fine lightweight concrete. In this concrete, some part of fine aggregates is omitted from the conventional concrete. It means it is a conventional concrete, but the fine aggregate is completely omitted. It is only made by cement and then co-segregated in water. The main aim is to produce large void inside the concrete, which may be suitable in the pavement constructions. The advantage of the lightweight concrete are, as I said, it has an reduced dead load, lower hunching and handling costs, that is, working is easy. It has a low thermal conductivity, hence it can be used as a heat insulator on the roofs. It has a good insulation against the sound, hence it can be used in partition walls or panel walls. The next one is foam concrete. Foam concrete is a type of lightweight concrete which is manufactured from cement, sand, fly ash, water, and foam. The foam concrete is a form of foamed grout or mortar. The density of the foam concrete varies from 300 to 1600 kg per meter cube. The compressive strength of the foam concrete is about 0.2 to 10 megapascal, which is very low when compared to the conventional concrete. There are two types of production of foam concrete: inline method and preform methods. The foam concrete properties depends upon the following factors, that is volume of foam, cement content in the mixture, filler materials, and the age of the concrete. Advantage of the foam concrete. The foam concrete mix does not settle immediately, hence it does not need any compaction. The weight is reduced as it is a lightweight concrete. The foam concrete under its fresh state has its free-flowing conductivity, hence it will be helpful in completely eliminating voids. It has a good water absorption capacity. The foam concrete are easy to produce, check, and control. It is highly resistant to freezing and thawing effect. It is cost effective and has less maintenance. Disadvantage of the foam concrete. The presence of water in the mixed material makes the foam very sensitive. It is difficult in finishing. The time of mixing is longer. With increase in density, the compressive strength decreases, we know. The next one is high strength concrete. High strength concretes are usually used in the heavy structures like power stations or high-rise buildings. The grade of concrete which exceed M50 are known as high strength concrete. Generally, the production of high strength concrete is difficult. It cannot be used with our conventional material and methods. It can be achieved by using chemical or mineral admixture or by any of the following methods such as seeding, revibration, high-speed slurry mixing, use of admixtures, incubation of cracks, sulfur impregnation, use of cementitious materials. Vacuum concrete. All water used in the mixing concrete is not required for hydration. Hence, the removal of the excess water before hardening will improve the concrete strength. Vacuum concrete is a type of concrete in which the excess water is removed for improving the concrete strength. The water is removed using the vacuum max connected to the vacuum pumps. The components of the vacuum dewatering of concrete are vacuum pump, water separator, filtering pad, seed board, vibrator. The properties of the vacuum concrete include lower permeability, hence higher durability. It is resistance to freezing and thawing, resistance to abrasion and impact. It has an high workability and strength. It makes the concrete free from pitting of the surface and finishing is good. It also high elastance can also be achieved. Next one is disadvantage of vacuum concreting. Due to the using of the vacuum materials for dewatering, it has an high initial cost, need a trained labor for operating the instrument. It needs a specific equipments, power consumption, and the porosity of the concrete allow the water or oil to seep through, subsequently weakens the concrete. Next one is fiber reinforced concrete. We know that concrete is strong in compression and weak in tension. In order to increase the tensile capacity of the concrete, the fibers are used. That is, fiber reinforced concrete is a composite material consists of mixture of cement, aggregate, and uniformly distributed fibers. Fiber is nothing but a small piece of reinforcement material which contain certain characteristic properties. The fiber are often described by aspect ratio. Aspect ratio is a ratio of its length to diameter. Usually 30 to 150 mm range aspect ratio fibers are used in the fiber reinforced concrete. The fibers which are used in the fiber reinforced concrete includes steel fiber, polypropylene fibers, GFRC glass fibers, asbestos, carbon fibers, organic fibers, and natural fibers. Necessity of the fiber reinforced concrete. It increases the tensile strength of the concrete. It reduces air void and hence reduce the porosity of the gel. It increases the durability of the concrete. The fibers such as graphite and glass has an excellent resistance to creep. It also improves the static and dynamic properties of the concrete. The factors that affect the properties of the FRC. First one is fiber matrix stiffness, volume of fiber, aspect ratio of fiber, orientation of fiber, workability and compaction of concrete, size of coarse grade mixing. Next one is ferrocement. Ferrocement is a type of thin-walled reinforced concrete commonly constructed of the cement mortar which is reinforced with a closely placed layer of continuous small wired mesh. The mesh are made up of the metallic or other material. Usually mesh form the skeleton of the structure and the mortar act as a body. The material for the ferro cement include cement mortar mix, skeleton steel, and steel mesh reinforcements. The advantage of the ferro cement, it is highly versatile and can be formed into any shapes. 20% reduction in the material and then cost. It is mainly suitable for precasting. It is flexible in cutting, drilling, and joining. It is very appropriate for the developing countries because of the labor intensiveness. It is good fire resistance, impermeable, and it has a less maintenance cost. Reduction in the sulfate and simple techniques which requires minimum skilled labor. It is an hands tool to build a structure of any shape. They are also highly waterproof and high strength when compared to the weight ratios than RCC. The next one is ready mix concrete. Ready mix concrete is in concrete mixed away from the construction site, then it is delivered to the construction site by truck in a ready to use condition. The advantage of the ready mix concrete are the concrete are produced under controlled condition using the consistent quality of the raw material. The speed of construction is fast. Reduction in the cement consumption by 10 to 12% due to the better handling and proper mixing. The mixation of the concrete can be a tailor made to suit the placing method of the contractor. The ready mix concrete use bulk cement instead of the bagged cement. The dust pollution can also be reduced. The conservation of energy and resources due to the saving of the cement. The environmental pollution is reduced due to less production of cement. The better durability structure, the timely delivery is large as well as in small pores. No need for space for storing of the material in the site. Reduced noise and air pollution, less consumption of petrol and diesel, and less time lost to the business. The next one is siphon, that is slurry infiltrated fiber concrete. Siphon, it is abbreviated for slurry infiltrated fibrous concrete. It is an high strength, high performance material containing relatively high volume of steel fiber and gives ductility. The cement slurry is introduced over steel fiber and coarse aggregate is eliminated in siphon. The advantage of the siphon. The tensile strength of the siphon is high when compared to the ordinary fiber reinforced concrete. In fiber reinforced concrete, there is a risk of clustering, whereas it is eliminated in siphon. The fiber content is usually limited to 2 to 5% in the fiber reinforced concrete. The siphon possesses high flowability and passing ability when compared to the fiber reinforced concrete. It also possesses excellent durability, energy absorption capacity, impact, abrasion resistance, and toughness. The Young's modulus of the siphon is very high when compared to the plain concrete. It exhibits high ductility. Use of siphon. It is mainly used in the pavement rehabilitation or repair works, overlays, bridge deck, and protective environments. It also helps in the construction of the seismic and explosive resistant structures. It is a security concrete application. It has a sea protective works and the military applications such as anti-missile hangar, under shelter are produced using siphon. The aeroplanes launching platforms are also constructed with siphons. The next one is shotcrete. The process of conveying dry sand and cement by means of a compressed air through a material hose to nozzle where the water is added before the material is sprayed on the construction. That is called as shotcrete or gunting. That is, it is nothing but spraying of the concrete. Okay. There are two types of shotcrete, dry mix and wet mix. Dry mix, the cement and sand is mixed thoroughly in dry state and applied, whereas in wet mix, the concrete is mixed with water before conveying to the pipes. This is the skeleton of the shotcreting method. In this, the cement and fine aggregate are mixed here, and under the air compressor they are blown through the nozzle. The procedure for shotcreting on surface. First step is cleaning of the surfaces to receive the shotcrete by removing the loose material and the dust on the surface. The surface should be damp or saturated. Then fix the wire mesh to the concrete shower. It should be in position that mesh is within 10 to 15 mm from the surfaces. Use the suitable pins and anchorages to fix the wire meshes. Then prepare the cement sand water mix and pour it into the pump hose for lubricating. When the pumped mix reaches the nozzle, it is applied under compressed air onto the surfaces. By applying the shotcrete evenly to the target surfaces. Usually, the thickness of each layer of shotcrete is 30 mm thick. Due to the mortar are applied in compressed state, the presence of oil can also be reduced. Application of the shotcrete. Shotcrete can be used to repair the damaged surface of the concrete. It can also be used for bridge deck rehabilitation, the repair of the fire and earthquake damaged structures. In marine structures, it can be used to increase the strengthening of the concrete and reinforcement. It is used in the underground excavation in the rocks. It is used to construct the concrete swimming pools and also for tanks. Next one is polymer concrete. Polymer concrete is nothing but an impregnation of the monomer into the pores of the hardened concrete and then getting it polymerized by the thermal process. Thus, the polymer concrete is formed. By this polymerization, strength of the concrete is much improved. There are four types of polymer concrete. First one is polymer impregnated concrete, polymer cement concrete, partially impregnated and surface coated polymer concretes. The types of monomer that are used in the polymer concrete are methyl-methalazide, stearite, alkylchloride, butyrstyrene, thermoplastic polymers. The advantage of the polymer concrete is that it has an high impact resistance and high compressive strength. The polymer concrete is highly resistant to freezing and thawing. It resists chemical attack and abrasion. The permeability is less when compared to the conventional concrete, hence it results in good durability. The application of the polymer concrete. It is used in the construction of the nuclear power plants, prefabricated structures, prefabricated slab for the bridges, roads, marine works, pre-stressed concrete, irrigation work, sewage, waterproofing, buildings, etc. High performance concrete. High performance concrete is an type of special concrete which has an high workability, strength, modulus of elasticity, density, low permeability, and resistance to chemical attack. Normally, this concrete is achieved by the following materials: the correct proportion of cement, fine aggregate, coarse aggregate, chemical admixtures, mineral admixtures, fiber. The characteristics of the high performance concrete include high strength, high yield strength, high modulus of elasticity, high abrasion resistance, durability, low permeability, resistance to chemical attack, and high resistance to freezing and thawing effect, toughness, impact resistance, volume stability, compaction without segregation. Next one is geopolymer concrete. Geopolymer concrete is concrete which use waste material Geopolymer concrete is an innovation and eco-friendly construction material, and it is an alternate to the cement concrete. Use of geopolymer reduces the demand of the cement, which is responsible for high carbon dioxide emission. Generally, cement industry account for about 8% of the carbon dioxide emission. Geopolymer cement concrete material is made from the utilization of the waste material such as fly ash and GGPS. Fly ash is an industrial byproduct obtained from the thermal industries, and GGPS blast furnace slags, which are obtained from the iron industries. The manufacturing of the geopolymer concrete. Both the fly ash and GGPS are processed by appropriate technology and used for the concrete work in form of geopolymer concrete. Use of this concrete helps to reduce the stocking of the waste material and reduce the carbon dioxide emission. The main constituents of the geopolymer consist of silicon and alumina, which are provided by the thermally activated natural materials, that is kaolinite, or by the industrial byproducts such as fly ash and slag. And alkaline aluminate solution which polymerize this material into a molecular chain, and this network form an hardened binder. It is also known as alkali aggregated cement or inorganic polymer cement. The following materials are required to produce a geopolymer concrete: fly ash, GGPS, fine aggregate, coarse aggregate as required for the normal concrete, alkaline activated solution for GGPS. The properties of the geopolymer concrete. It has a dry density less when compared to the conventional cement concrete. It has low heat of hydration, fire resistance. This is highly resistant to the chloride penetration. It offers a better protection to the reinforcement from corrosion. It possesses high acid resistance when compared to the conventional concretes. It has a better resistance to the sulfate attack. Since the concrete produces less carbon dioxide emission, geopolymer concrete are considered as an eco-friendly concrete. Thank you.